Today's video, we're gonna talk all about high protein. Specifically, getting your goal of 100 grams of protein per day. Who has that goal out there? I know I do. So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you some of my go-to meals right now that are going to get you to that goal easily. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kathleen Hart. I'm a mindset and weight loss coach, and I help clients every day release their subconscious blocks around why they're stuck trying to lose weight. I know what to do. Why can't I stick to it? We release all those blocks to get you to your goal weight easily and for the long term. We want to lose weight and just not have to do it again, right? No more New Year's resolutions to lose weight. So if anyone needs more support in that area, definitely check down in the description box for all of my coaching opportunities. But today we are going to be focusing all on high protein. Let's jump right into my first recipe. This is my high protein smoothie. I'm obsessed with this. Not only does this taste absolutely delicious, it's also low carb, and it's high protein. So you're only gonna need a couple of ingredients. I'm gonna use my favorite protein powder. This is the IsoPure Zero Carb Protein, and I'm gonna be using vanilla. I'm gonna end up using a squirt of stevia, some hemp hearts, a bag of mixed fruit. This is low carb. It's pineapple, strawberries, peaches, and mango. And then you're also gonna need your milk. So I'm gonna be using unsweetened vanilla almond milk for this one. And for every recipe you see me making today, I'm gonna put the nutritional information on the screen, and I'm also going to link the recipes down below if there's one needed. For this smoothie, it's already on my blog. You can click below and get the full written recipe to make it at home. Okay, first thing I have is my Ninja blender. I love this thing, it's amazing. It just makes the best smoothies. I have a couple of ice cubes down in the bottom here. And for the IsoPure, I'm gonna be using 2 scoops. Frozen berries, we're doing half a cup. I love this blend, by the way. If you can find a blend just like this, it's low carb and the fruit's just so delicious. So this is optional, but what I like to do is take a little bit of liquid stevia or your favorite sweetener and just do a little bit right on top of the fruit. I feel like it brings out the sweetness in the fruit and just makes the smoothie even more tasty. To this, I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts. These are kind of nutty. They've got great health benefits, and I feel like it just makes the smoothie that much thicker. Next, we're gonna go in with unsweetened coconut flakes. These are great because it does add that coconut flavor. You don't need to use extracts, just use the real thing. So I'm going in with 3 tablespoons. Okay, and then lastly, I like to add the liquid. So this is gonna be the unsweetened vanilla almond milk I'm using. I'm gonna be doing 1 whole cup of this. Okay, it's done. In here, it takes 60 seconds. I love this blender so much. Ooh, it's perfection. This is my all-time favorite smoothie. This is packed full of protein. Nutty, it's creamy. It's got that kiss of vanilla from the protein powder. If you're looking for a low carb protein powder, I love that one because it's not chalky. This actually tastes like a smoothie I would get at my smoothie shop. I would pay 10 bucks for. But instead, I'm making it at home. This smoothie is 468 calories, 10 grams of net carbs, and 58 grams of protein. This will eat like a lunch. It's got perfect macros, in my opinion, for my day. And if you want to bang out a lot of protein in one shot, this is the smoothie for you. Along with upping my protein and having my reasons for doing that, I'm also on a gut health journey. That's why I wanted to chat with you guys about today's video sponsor, ARMRA Colostrum. I've been taking this since the beginning of this year, and I've had amazing health benefits just in the last couple of months by being diligent and taking it every single day. I actually take ARMRA Colostrum first thing in the morning right after I wake up. I do 3 scoops, and then I fill it up with water, and then I drink it right down. It tastes amazing, and to knock it out right in the beginning of the day, it just makes me feel like I am Superwoman. Since I started taking ARMRA Colostrum at the beginning of this year, I've seen a lot of of improvements. First off, my gut health definitely has improved. Just the bloating after meals and how I feel after eating certain foods. But then also I've noticed my skin has gotten a lot clearer. I've noticed my fine lines are going down a little bit, which who doesn't want that? In here, there are 400 bioactive nutrients. Because ARMRA Colostrum uses cold chain biopotent pasteurized technology, by using the cold chain technology, all of the nutrients are kept in their purest and most natural form. So ARMRA Colostrum uses the purest colostrum from grass-fed cows on US-owned dairy farms. And not only does this help with your gut wall barrier, your body's first line of defense, it also helps with your skin, your mood, your energy, your focus, and it also helps strengthen your immune barrier. Strong immune barriers equals stronger immunity. And I have some great news. Anyone watching today that wants to try ARMRA, you can actually go to their website and get 15% off of your first order. All you're gonna need to do is go to tryarmra.com/heart. So that's ARMRA.com/heart, HART. I'll have it on screen and also linked down in the description box. Head over there and get your 15% off of your first order. Thank you again to ARMRA for sponsoring today's video. Okay, let's stick with the sweet theme for right now and do one more sweet, high protein meal. But don't worry, if you're looking for savory, I've got you, just stay tuned. So this next recipe is my high protein yogurt bowl. I mentioned this in my sweet treats video, but we're gonna make it the full high protein way today, getting the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to protein. You're only gonna need a couple of ingredients. I'm gonna show you right now. This is definitely gonna be your best bet when it comes to high protein yogurt. Yes, there are more carbs, but to me, it's worth it. And I've been testing it out and I feel like I still get the greatest results ever, even having a couple more carbs. This is the vanilla ratio yogurt, 25 grams of protein in here. That's gonna be our base. To that, we are going to be adding some all natural peanut butter. This is just the Smucker's. I love it because it's one ingredient. That's what I look for. And then we're also gonna be using some granola. Now, this is a low carb granola. However, the reason why I love it is there's no sugar alcohols in here. This is the Purely Elizabeth cinnamon peanut butter granola. I'm obsessed. It tastes amazing. It's got coconut sugar, that's the main form of sweetener, but it's all nuts and seeds, so it's perfect for low carb. And then, if you guys did watch my sweet treat video, my best friend will be accompanying us on this journey to more protein. This is whipped cream, love it. We're gonna add that on top. Now that we have our pool of deliciousness, I'm gonna be adding the granola on top, 1/3 of a cup. And then we're going in. So this protein bowl has become my favorite of the moment. I've been making this for lunches most days. The macros are perfection. It keeps me full for hours. And the protein punch, come on, you can't get better than this. Normally, I will be savage and I will mix this all together and just annihilate it. But for sake of the video, I'm gonna just do the deconstructed peanut butter pie bite, granola, yogurt, peanut butter, whipped cream on top. Here goes the truth. No joke, no exaggeration. This tastes like a peanut butter pie. You got the crust element with the granola. The filling, it tastes like peanut butter pie filling. Vanilla peanut butter. Guys, don't break the bank. Make it work. Deconstructed peanut butter pie, high protein, low carb. Let's do this. I mentioned these in a past protein video, but I just saw them in the fridge and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna mention it again. These are my favorite protein waters ever. These are my two favorite flavors. This is the lemon ice, tastes like lemonade. It actually tastes like diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A. And this is the black cherry. I love black cherry. I didn't realize how much I loved black cherry until I started gravitating towards everything black cherry. Whenever I decide to choose a flavor, it's black cherry. But this is my number one. This is a very close second depending on what you feel like. What are your flavors? But in each of these protein waters, there's 20 grams of protein. So if you're slacking on your protein, grab a protein water, supplement anywhere you need to get that daily goal. These are also 90 calories, only 1 gram of carbs, and the 20 grams of protein. So I'm just reminding you guys of these. I found them at my local grocery store. They do have them on their website. I wish they were on Amazon, but they're not yet. these are just highly recommended by me and the best tasting ones that I've been able to find. Okay, where are my savory people at? This one's for you. We're gonna be making, I call them tuna boat, like a tuna boat, because these size tortillas, they don't work when you try to make a burrito or a wrap. So we're gonna just be doing a boat today, and I feel like that works better no matter what. So tuna, we're gonna be using a can of tuna. This lunch is surprisingly filling, surprisingly high in protein. The key is using a full can of tuna. But remember, depending on where the tuna was caught, what time of the year it was caught, the protein is gonna vary. So make sure for all of these recipes, you get your protein and your macro information, carbs, calories, protein, all from the ingredients you are using. This is my favorite tuna. It has been for years. It always will be, I feel. I'm gonna be doing a really basic tuna recipe today with tuna, mayo, this is my favorite, and some salt and pepper, and then my trifecta of spices, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning. Don't hate until you try it. If you want to do a really doctored up version of tuna salad, I have one on my blog that is amazing. I'm just staying away from raw onions today, and I don't have celery. So I just decided, let's just do a simplified version, but any version of tuna salad, as long as it's got mayo in it, it's gonna work for me. Okay, we've got our tuna in here, drained, and it's ready to go. We're gonna do some salt and pepper. I like to do a lot of salt. Tuna loves salt. How do I know that? I asked him. Onion powder, garlic powder, and the littlest bit of Italian seasoning. Now we're going in with the mayo. Disclaimer, if you don't love mayo like I do, you will save yourself on calories and fat if you use less than I do. So I'm using 3 tablespoons though, and I'm not sorry about it. Now I'm gonna take a fork and just mash this all together, and that's literally all she wrote. Tortilla, lettuce, lots of tuna. And now we boat it up. Now you can make this your own. Add some tomatoes, add some pickles, what else? Add some red onion if that's your thing. I just like to keep it simple. High protein, simple. Squeeze a little bit, get it right to the edge. It's perfection every time. Keep it simple. You will not be sorry. This will keep you full for hours. Do not sleep on tuna. Easy lunches. Make it easy to stay on track. Make it easy to not snack before dinner. High protein. High protein. That's where it's at. Okay, now you're going to be making one of my favorite savory fast breakers. I have this for lunch a lot, especially when I've got avocados in the fridge. This is an avocado toast topped with a fried egg. It's so easy, but it's so good. And you'll be surprised how much protein is actually in this if you use the right ingredients. So I'm cooking a fried egg back there, but the base is gonna be the Hero seeded bread. I toasted up a piece. This is what it looks like. This is low carb. So for each slice, it is 1 net carb, 60 calories, and 6 grams of protein. This bread tastes amazing. It doesn't taste low carby, it's not super thin, it's got great texture to it. It actually tastes like a seeded whole wheat / rye a little bit. It's just absolute perfection. And if you've never bought from Hero before, I recently found them and I love them. They have seeded bread, white bread, croissants, Hawaiian rolls, hot dog rolls, hamburger rolls. They're just great. If I didn't have this on hand, I would be using the Royo bread, but I'm out of that. I have this, so we're using this today. So right now I'm gonna make half of a portion. 1 piece of toast, avocado, 1 egg. Normally if I was eating this for a meal and I really wanted that high protein, I would bump it up and make double this, but don't worry, I'll get you with all the nutritional facts in just a second. Okay, so I just did the egg, I cracked it in there. I'm gonna just let it do its thing. I want it to have a runny yolk. That's when I feel like the runny yolk with the creamy avocado, so good, so good. Okay, so now let's talk avocado. I'm going to be cutting this one in half. Do you ever like hold your breath when you're cutting an avocado? Like, is it gonna look perfect? Is it perfect? Awesome. Okay, so this one is perfection. Nice and soft. I'm just going to cut this really small just to get it out of the skin, and I'm gonna plop it right on the bread. Okay, we're gonna mash this all down Ooh, this is a very soft avocado. This is really working in my favor right now. Okay, perfect. So to this, I'm gonna season it. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, just a tiny little bit. A little bit of onion powder, just a little bit again. And then we've got a perfectly seasoned avocado toast that we're gonna top with an egg. Here's the thing with this meal. It looks simple, almost too simple. You're like, okay. But when you season everything really well and you add these ingredients all together, what you're gonna get is high protein, great healthy fats, good carbs. This will keep you full for a long, long time. That's not simple. The creamy egg with the even creamier avocado. All of those spices really make a huge difference. If you're not seasoning up your food, try it. It makes the biggest difference. If I didn't have the spices on here, this would be very blah and bland. Make sure you're really going to town with all of those things. Don't be afraid of spices or salt and pepper. I'm gonna do this whole bite. I will say though, star of the show. Star of the show. This and that really soft, creamy avocado. Absolutely delicious. Love this one. If you're looking for more high protein options, do not sleep on my blog. It's already waiting for you. There's tons of recipes on there. They're all gonna be low carb and naturally high protein. Just up those proteins on your plate. I've got an amazing tomato basil cod recipe right on the homepage. I also have cheeseburger quesadillas. They would be perfect for high protein. Also, my best chicken ever marinade is on there for meal prep and just dinner. I had that for dinner last night. It's perfection. I will link everything down below so you can find it easily. Don't forget to try ARMRA and get 15% off your first order, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I've got that feeling rushing through my body. I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my personal Illuminati.